No, God didn't come to save the saints, he came to save the sinners.
Years ago to pursue acting, and I've only made a couple of movies in the entire time that I was there. So to be able to give my kids a better life and follow and pursue their dreams, whether it be my daughter as an equestrian, my son as a basketball player, my youngest son as a golfer, this made a lot more sense for us.
Yeah, you heard it right. One of the most famous actors and celebrities in America has decided not to follow the new Hollywood agenda. He is Mark Wahlberg, and he's one of the people pushing to establish a new Hollywood 2.0 somewhere else, where the industry can stay apart from all the woke ideology, movements, and shenanigans. He's the guy who's not afraid to share his beliefs and values openly, exposing why he thinks the Hollywood agenda is destined to fail. He sits down, he speaks his mind, and watches as the woke crowd loses their mind.
Your faith means so much to you. Have you always talked about it, or did you feel at some point like, okay, I have a platform here and I just want to share this part of my journey?
I have. It's a balance. I don't want to jam it down anybody's throat, but I do not deny my faith. That's an even bigger sin. It's not popular in my industry, but, I cannot deny my faith.
Hollywood is the land of stars, glamour, and, well, woke culture. We all can see that. At this point, it's not new. Hollywood has chosen this path, and I'm not talking exclusively about the themes in recent movies, but about how Hollywood society as a whole has evolved to become part of the woke agenda. As more celebrities are swept up in the latest trends, one name stands out for pushing back. But what makes this A-lister so anti-woke? Let's dig into the journey of Mark Wahlberg, the faith over fame guy who isn't afraid to clash with the mainstream.
What does it mean to you, your faith?
Oh, it's everything. It really has. It's afforded me so many things.
Mark, who has openly expressed his strong beliefs, has seen the decline of values in the society that once embraced him. Gone are the idyllic days of his sweet relationship with Hollywood. As a Catholic, he has subtly expressed his rejection of woke values, and as time passes, he sees the movie industry changing, approaching certain topics in what he considers the wrong way. Did you know that Mark turned down big roles in Hollywood because of his beliefs? The most famous example is his decision to pass on a role in Brokeback Mountain, which tells the story of a romance between two men. Why did he do it? Because of discomfort with the film's explicit scenes, particularly those involving intimacy between men. In an interview, Wahlberg shared that he felt creeped out after reading the script, citing the intensity of the intimate scenes as the reason for passing on the film.
Brokeback Mountain burst onto the scene, and we're learning about all the male actors who passed on playing one of the two gay male leads. Now, this includes Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Matt Damon, but also Mark Wahlberg, who said that the film, quote, creeped him out. And
selection of roles, which is interesting how actors. Do you ever turn down anything you regretted?
No, I don't have the one role where, and I don't really have the one role. I've dodged more bullets. I've passed on more things that were tempting, especially for the money, but I've dodged more bullets than I have
even things
regrets.
That didn't work out.
Yes.
You were glad you didn't take it.
Yes.
It's not just that Hollywood's new woke agenda is approaching topics in a, let's call it, new way, but that it also refuses to consider projects that could potentially go against woke values. Mark has faced exactly this problem. Mark Wahlberg has funded and invested in movies that speak to faith and his beliefs, projects that the Hollywood woke agenda has rejected. His "you don't care, but I do care" attitude made it possible to produce, for example, Father Stu, a film rejected by many studios. But the story was so valuable and worthy of being told that Mark decided to put his own money into it, taking a big risk that eventually brought him a lot of satisfaction.
So how did you get this thing pushed through? How did it work?
I financed it myself.
What?
Yeah. I broke the cardinal rule. Paid for it myself. It was also the best way to make the movie without any kind of interference. We wanted to be completely in control creatively.
Father Stu is considered an underdog movie, yet it received a good reception. So why is it an underdog? Well, we could guess that since it doesn't touch on woke topics, it didn't get as much attention from Hollywood. If Father Stu had been filmed 10 or 20 years ago, it could have easily been nominated for an Oscar. But since it doesn't defend or highlight any pro-woke topic, Hollywood acts as if it doesn't deserve attention.
Well, obviously I was very inspired by Stu's story, but I also felt my own calling to do a lot more for my faith with the platform that I have.
Do you think that Hollywood is surprised that movies like this that take religion seriously do so well? There's been a spate of them the last few years.
I think it'll continue to open people's eyes, and hopefully they'll embrace it more. And
all of this has led to speculation, even in satire, about the creation of a new anti-woke studio with Mark Wahlberg and Mel Gibson, which obviously isn't true, but we can agree that where there's smoke, there's fire. The fact is that that rumor isn't really far from reality. It obviously isn't an anti-woke studio, but what Mark desires is to start a new Hollywood 2.0 in Nevada. Why Nevada? Let Mark explain.
it's all about faith and family, and it's thriving. The kids are doing fantastic. Yeah. It's very much about family here, which I love. I'm hoping to premiere my next film here, and hoping to make lots of films here and move lots of studios and streamers and everybody here.
In 2022, Wahlberg made a big move from the glitz and glam of Hollywood to Nevada. Wahlberg explained that Hollywood just didn't fit his family's values anymore, so he decided to pack up and find a place where his kids could be, well, just kids. And talk about commitment to values. As Mark said, Nevada is a place where he feels at home, where his values and beliefs are shared among the people, and that makes it a great place to raise his kids. Because let's not forget, Hollywood isn't just infused with woke ideas in the industry, but also as a society, and Mark doesn't believe that's the best environment for his children to grow up in and understand the real problems of the world.
The plan is to build a studio here in Nevada, so we are very close to that, to getting that to happen. We need a tax credit so we can bring $1 billion worth of business.
So, Nevada is not only a fit for values, but also a potential base for a newer, refreshed, and better version of Hollywood. Moving to Nevada allowed Wahlberg to focus on what really matters to him. He's even talked about building a movie studio in Nevada, bringing a new wave of films that reflect the values he believes in, Hollywood-free. During the last American presidential election in 2024, Donald Trump promised to bring Hollywood to Nevada, so are we close to seeing Mark's dream become a reality?
A lot of Hollywood will be moving from California. We're going to open up that land to you. You'll be able to build studio lots and everything else. Millions and millions of Americans will be able to take part in building these clean, safe, and beautiful new communities.
Mark Wahlberg's journey went from a bad boy Boston rapper to a Hollywood A-lister, and now to a non-woke advocate. He is the proof that not every star has to follow the Hollywood playbook. Instead of going woke, Wahlberg is going real, and his fans are loving it.
You want to make movies that are original stories that inspire people, make people feel really good, and encourage and inspire them and challenge them to do good things. It's pretty amazing.
Despite attempts to blacklist him, and despite Hollywood trying to silence his beliefs as a dissenting voice, he's remained loyal to his values, showing ultimate resilience in an industry increasingly dominated by a woke agenda. Which makes us think, if an A-lister who has built a great career and is in theory respected is being silenced, what chance do up-and-coming actors and actresses have in modern Hollywood if they don't agree to adapt to the woke agenda? Just think about it. Now it's your turn, my amigos. What do you think about Mark Wahlberg's decision to build a woke-free Hollywood? Do you think our society needs to return to the values movies once held before the woke era? Would you have done the same? Would you have moved your family away from Hollywood to another place? If you're on Mark Wahlberg's team and tired of Hollywood's agenda, hit that like button and subscribe for more original content.